quickly before the sun gets covered by these raggedy ass clouds again, while it's warm. Listen, man, I'm gonna give you five reasons or 5 ways that women run from, that women like to, yeah, put study. Yeah, okay, so one way I like to study, you guys, is your social media. They like to study you and study what you're posting on your social media, and they do it for a couple of different reasons. Now, some of them do it to troll, and some of these females or these women, they're doing it because they're attracted to you and they're trying to figure you out somewhat, right? So they study you. Now, this is really weaponizing the internet, but they don't really care. But I got to keep this short. Right along to the next one, which, is a way that women like to study you. They like to try to get a read on you and figure out what your triggers might be. This is more of the narcissistic Jezebel types, and these are all witches. You just have these females out here that want to study you and look for vulnerabilities so they can target those vulnerabilities to try to trigger you, because you got to understand, the Jezebel sees femininity as a weakness, so they're always looking for a way to dominate and control. You guys bear with me while this trash truck drives by. All right, yeah, we're not going to sit out here and freeze our ass off from a bunch of goofy mini clouds that keep covering the sun. What I'll do, if a little bit later, if the sun stays out without the chemtrail clouds coming over, I will come out here, record a couple of videos. But I'm not doing this. It drops like almost 20 degrees. The sun's coming back out. It drops almost 20 degrees when the cloud gets in front of the sun. Weirdest type of day. But then whenever the sun is out, you can walk around in a t-shirt. But when the clouds hit it and cover it, you have to have a jacket or a coat on. Very wild, and the wind starts blowing whenever it's covered. So I'm not going to be out here freezing my ass off. Already done that earlier today. But a couple of more things before I go. They love to try to get your attention one way or another. They absolutely adore it. They don't care how they do it. They don't care if they're triggering you or trying to trigger you. They don't care if they upset you. See, a woman doesn't care what kind of attention you give her. She doesn't. She just wants your attention and feels entitled to your attention. So if you're not giving it to them or whatever, they'll try to and this is the reason why it's done in the West, and you need to get your passport, and you need to stay celibate until, I don't know if I can get this out. Stay celibate, it's too cold out here. Stay celibate until, you get your passport and you move on. Because I'm telling you, man, honestly, dude, I've seen too many women out here trying to humble me. I'm seeing, hey, what's going on? No, what's going on? It's too much, man. You already know, man. I mean, I have to limit the content I watch, because listen, you know how women will nag and nag and nag, and guys are like, oh man, these women nag. I had an ex-wife, but she wasn't really a nagger. She was a sneaky chick. She would just go and talk to her sneaky links and stuff like that. But since I'm researching content to make, reaction videos to, I'm seeing a lot of women, and it's just non-stop, everyday nagging. They get online, research the guys they like, and they find ways to try to get under your skin. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, fam? And it's non-stop nagging. I mean, Sasha, sweetheart, non-stop nagging. And a lot of us aren't built for that. I'm not built for it. So, and they don't see it as nagging, because you'll hear women online talking about, I'm tired of hearing about, or I'm tired of hearing from men. You're not hearing it from men. You're listening to men who are having barbershop talk to other men and women that are mature enough to handle it, and you're taking it, internalizing it from these podcasts, and then running back and I almost feel like I'm in a relationship with these idiotic females, right? Because they can't stop watching you but they get irritated at everything that you say, and then they'll start trying to trigger you because they get triggered off of what you're saying, right? So they're posting up whatever they can to try to trigger men, and that's another way. The studying and the humbling go hand in hand, because the studying for most women is to find a way to humble you. It's not to study you to, they don't like you like that, man. They don't like you like that. And I know a lot of women are going to say, oh no, I'm just not used to approaching men, and it's not the way it's supposed to be, and this, that, and the third. Man, it don't matter what way it's supposed to be. If you don't have a man and you don't have any prospects for a man, why are you trying to convince men that what they're doing is wrong and that they should be doing this to get you? If they wanted you, they would come after you. You know that they don't want you. So when you got a bunch of women that don't want to listen to what you're saying, and they're making up in their own mind the reason why, you know what I'm saying, they don't have a man, they're not listening to the men and what we're telling them the reason is, there's no point in dating them. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that. You guys smash that like button. Even more so, greatly appreciated if you smash that like button. I see one like, and I know unknown did that one. So, you know, again, the studying, 5 reasons, 5 ways that women study you, you know, and a lot of it is not what you think it is. It's not studying you to figure out, you know, what way can I present myself to this man or this archetype that he would be interested in. They're not doing it for that reason. They're studying you. They don't like how you're moving. They don't like what you're informing other men about, and they want to find a weakness. And a lot of women love to try to project whatever they think the weakness is and say a lot of slick shit. They are big advocates on saying slick shit. Like, the slicker, the better. It don't matter what race she is, American, all different flavors. They have their own little weird, slick ways of trying to say things to you. And they're consistently trying to humble you, rein you. Here's the biggest issue I have in what I think that they're doing. They're trying to find a way to study us, to find a vulnerability in our argument, to then say, well, this is the reason why you need women in your life. Because without us, you know, X, Y, and Z. And that's not, again, the Jezebel will always try to create space for herself. She will never approach you directly. She will just study you from a distance and try to find a way to enter your life without your consent, to enter your life and project onto you, into your life in some kind of way, sow seeds of doubt. And that's where a lot of this studying comes from. A lot of it comes from this type of energy. They don't like you like that. The studying is to figure you out, to figure out your vulnerabilities, to try to catch you saying something or whatever, or bringing something up repeatedly, so then they can try to send spell work that way, or just directly hope that you see their video and say something, you know what I mean, really weird or strange, or this weirdo business, man. Man, I got, you know what, you guys, I will start going to a different location. I do think I'm a little bit more popular in this town than I think I am. I appreciate that. Speaking of which, I had the toboggan on earlier, and I was about to go live again, and I was scrolling through my feed, and of course a female tarot reader pops up, and the title of her video is, Leo, you can throw away that old hat. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta wear my hat, man. I gotta put my favorite hat on. You know, you see how these losers will try you, but all it does is reinforce who you are. You think I got some tarot reader popping up in my feed talking about, Leo, you can get rid of that old hat? They do everything that they can to try their best to piss you off, but instead you alchemize it. I'm glad you reminded me to go and put on my favorite old hat. This bad boy's been with me through thick and thin. I would never get rid of my favorite hat, but nice try. And you're blocked. You're blocked. never to be seen or heard from again. And your raggedy ass, stinking ass attempt to try your best to gaslight fell on deaf ears. And I appreciate you for reminding me. And I appreciate that you're paying that close attention. This old hat is going nowhere. This is my first hat that I got after the divorce, not going nowhere. And if you knew anything about men or how to please men, you know that men have a couple of their own favorite hats. And to say something like that about throwing away their favorite hat shows you ain't got a man, shows that you don't know how to keep a man, and shows you don't know what men like. You have no idea. Hence the reason why you're trying to troll me online, goofball. Anyway, and this is what they do, y'all. I have so many females trolling me, trying to get a little, Leo, it's time for you to throw away that old hat. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with y'all? You don't act like grown people, and this is why we don't find you attractive. You say the dumbest stuff. You think you're smart. You're not smart. You're just smart asses. What have you done smart? I'll wait. Have you gotten yourselves out of poverty? I'll wait. Have you gotten the weight off your big ass back bodies? I'll wait. You don't do none of this stuff. You just get online, figure out a guy that's bothering you because he's doing the things that you know you should be doing for yourself, and you know you don't qualify for him, so you got to try to trigger him the same way he's triggering you when he's minding his own business. Craziest thing in the world. I appreciate you, Sasha. Appreciate that. Welcome to the tribe. Salute for also hitting that like button. And this is the problem. So when y'all get online with your makeup and, your Spanx and your best outfit and your filters and your wigs and your eyelashes and your lipstick, know the reason why you're still single is because you can't control your mouth. You can't control your disdain for the fact that men that you find attractive don't find you attractive. So you got to keep lashing out. And every time y'all jump on the internet, trying to be cute, trying to say something slick, we pick up on it every time. And it furthermore, lets us know we're doing the right thing by boycotting dating, boycotting marriage, and boycotting Western American leftover women. We are boycotting you. Deal with it. You bunch of stinking ass chicks, you might as well start scissoring each other. You know what I'm saying? Get with each other. Let your period sync up. Let y'all stank up the house together with your, menstrual and farting on each other in your sleep. I ain't got time for it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for it.